But first, Aaron Dykes did more research this weekend. You want to do a blurb about this. He tends to do the research and so busy he never gets the articles. David Gergen, it's bipartisan, big Republicans, Trilateral Commission is involved with this city year division of Secure Corps. They hand out private grants so the fat cats make the money, but it's under federal control. This is the new fascistic model they call socialism. They mix in their recruitment videos with Mahatma Gandhi, who would fight against that, not squads of tattletales in government uniforms. And so you're here to give us the inside scoop on this one division. They've got at least 10 divisions of these people. They're going to have the elderly, the senior corps, the Enviro Corps, the Green Corps, the Security Corps. That's what this is. It just goes on and on. The Infrastructure Corps, that's InfraGard with the 56,000 executives with license to kill their employees during emergencies, 007 power. I mean, preachers, the Clergy Response Team Corps. And it's all bipartisan. So, Aaron Dykes, let us break down the research you've done just on this one division.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. I think you probably remember around the time Obama deception was coming out, a lot of people were like, oh, is there really going to be some civilian national force service? And then it
was all announced by the White House and all announced by the last two White Houses, and then people still live in denial.
Yeah, people tried to deny it, and then Rahm Emanuel has a book on it. He's on TV.
He gave like 20 speeches, C-SPAN, everywhere.
Yeah, it turns out Brzezinski wrote about it in his book. And now David Gergen, back in 2007, helped launch America Forward, which is a collective of all these organizations, including City Year and also teachers. There's literally some 60-plus organizations, and he's just launched all of them.
And by the way, if you nexus it in, last week, 50-plus top academics and NGOs came out and called for world government. It's all the same groups. And they all get government money to come in and take over your cities and counties. We had that British guy on about a month ago about the group over there doing the same thing. This is how they're taking over. And then they tell all the other churches, join us, we'll give you federal money to put out our propaganda. But if you don't join us, we're going to come and arrest you for tax evasion. I mean, this is tyranny, man. This is happening.
Yeah, and, who would figure the presidential advisor to 4 or 5 presidents in a row is behind, he's on the board for City Year and all these other organizations. Here's the list of all the organizations he started. It's literally, this is the longer list, this is the shorter list. Colin Powell started one of these organizations.
This is how they're going to rule. Every city, every county has its government-funded, federally, internationally funded NGO. They only have standing at the UN or Congress. And they've got unlimited capital. They're moving against us.
And you're right.
Listen, you can go to an event and protest the North American Union or the SPP taking over the highways, which they claim we've beat, but they're still going ahead with it. And these people will walk up to you and start bumping you and start getting in your face and laughing. Imagine being scum for just $20 an hour, $15 an hour, who goes out and tries to destroy freedom.
That's terrible. And
that's the other sick part. They call it national compulsory service. They're going to make school kids and graduates do this, but they say, oh, it's not slavery because we pay you. Well, they pay you when they draft you in the Army.
Yeah, that's actually what Gergen says. He said that's also paid volunteerism. What's wrong with paid volunteerism?
It's not volunteer. They've had acts called the National Compulsory Service Act. Volunteerism isn't compulsory.
Yeah. And it's true. It's under Homeland Security. AmeriCorps and all of them are under Homeland Security under a branch. I think it's called Center for National Service or something like that.
And they state their main job is tattling. These people are absolute cancer to America. And I don't just say that. This is literal filth. They don't put up with this in Eastern Europe anymore. Those people ran them out. They don't put up with this in China. The people don't like it. They don't put up with this anywhere, folks. This is the dirtiest, filthiest crap there is, Aaron. Can you believe this is happening in America?
It's hard to believe. I didn't know about all this stuff at first. And then, there's stuff like the Department of Defense, 1404. As soon as Obama started, they do have national security forces over in foreign countries holding weapons.
And it says they will operate here domestically under NORTHCOM, and it says it'll be a multi-100,000-man army. And then the Marines announced, look at this. This just came in Friday. I can't even cover all of this. Look at this. Look at this. This is they're going to have their new domestic municipal forces that operate in and around the military bases and off the bases. And then they have regular Marines running checkpoints, searching U.S. citizens. And then look at these cops. a national police force under the Marines to operate off base. Oh, hi, I'm the Marine. And these guys are trained, folks. That's why we just had a We Are Changer I know real well call here. His sister lives in Austin. They pulled him over. They were making the guy drive and do a sobriety check. They hadn't been drinking, by the way. And she starts calling her brother, Nate Evans. The cop walks over and says, get off your phone. She says, I'm allowed to be on the phone. Slams her face in, splits her whole head open. She's lucky they didn't gun her down in the back and then say she shouldn't have been out at night. Because, I heard people on News Radio 590 call her the other day when the cops shot these two guys saying, good, if you're out at night, you deserve to die. This is the level of groveling to the police now where, yes, kill anyone out at night. Kill us. My God, man. Oh, you're just a cop basher. Yeah, it's my God, folks.
Well, I think they're going to phase this stuff all in with 50 different heads. There's going to be a Kickstart, a Head Start, Teachers for Service, all these different organizations. All
drawing paychecks with our tax money.
While we all just sit
government is, look, Bush tripled the size of government. Obama in the first 2 months doubled the tripling. It's all over. They're like roaches. It's like if you turned your light on at night in the kitchen and there were 8 million roaches. Just piles of them. And they're looking at you saying, you're bad. Get out of our house. And I guess it's true. They are the roaches. They run everything. And that's the end of it.
It's terrible. Yeah, David Gergen's writing since 2006 about how to get government to fund more of these national service groups. He saw that Obama was coming and knew this thing was going to be rammed forward. I'm sure for a lot of other reasons.
And then meanwhile, they've introduced 3 bills where any designator of the federal government can put you on a list, and you can't find out why you're on a list. No more Second Amendment, and then they come and take your guns. You get hit by a SWAT team. Too bad if they kill you. The locals will get on the news and say, he deserved it. And these guys all been in Iraq confiscating guns and kicking in doors all day. They show up here. You wonder how people fell to the Nazis and stuff and the communists, because the people go along with orders, man. They rationalize that it's good, but it's going to get so bad that all of you are going to lose in the end, and your family name's going to be destroyed. A lot of you cops and military are going to go to prison because we're going to beat you in the end. I probably won't be here after all this, Aaron, but when we finally take America back and take the world back, I do want to make sure we hunt all these people down and give them a proper trial with their juries. But everybody that commits treason, I really think they need the death penalty. I'm sorry. I really think that they need to at least be given life in prison. All these prisons full of pot smokers, we'll fill it full of government bureaucrats and cops that broke the law. Now, you think you're invincible now. You think you've won. You think you've destroyed the country and you've had the victory. No, you haven't. Right here, bill in Congress would ban gun ownership at will. Now, I know a lot of cops are good. Do you stand with this? They got bills to ban free speech. It's happening. There's no more time to suck your thumb.
The world appears to be on the brink of collapse. Experts say a pinch of heirloom vegetable seed could soon be the most valuable resource on Earth because it will provide healthy food now and every year after. Survivalistseeds.com now has the Heirloom Garden Seed Time Capsule, allowing you to store your seeds for the future anywhere, even underground, for 100 years. The Heirloom Garden Seed Time Capsule can withstand 3 tons of weight, is 100% rodent-proof, waterproof, and comes with a whopping 6,000 healthy vegetable seeds from 20 varieties that will grow anywhere in the USA. Unless you trust the government, the Heirloom Garden Seed Time Capsule and heirloom seeds from survivalistseeds.com is your long-term food solution. Our competition charges 10 cents to $1.25 per seed for these same heirloom varieties. But you can now have a head of lettuce, a bundle of carrots, a basket of tomatoes, a giant watermelon, and 16 other varieties for about a penny a seed each. Be prepared. Buy your heirloom seeds today from survivalistseeds.com and have food insurance for your family forever. Visit survivalistseeds.com. Survivalistseeds.com is owned by Big John Lipscomb, host of the Don't Tread on Me radio show.